Hi, my name is Jacob Peden, and I'm going to cover the 30 bones within the skull. Here's my piece of paper, naming them, no pictures, and here is my skull. The first ones I'm going to cover are the frontal bone, and it is right here. And next are the parietal bone, covers through here. And there's a temporal bone, covers down around here. And there's a occipital bone that is down here. Next are the sutures, and this first suture is a coronal suture, goes across. The next one that splits it is a sagittal suture. And there's a squamous suture right here. Then there's the lambdoid suture that comes up here and goes right back down. And now I'm going to do the bones of the face. The first one is the nasal bone, and that is right here. Next one is the maxilla, which covers this part and that part. And then there's the mandibular bone, which covers all of here, and down there's your jaw. Then a part of the mandibula is the mental foramen, which is this little one right there. And then also is the mandibula ramus, which is this thick part. Then there's the mandibular notch, which is this. So notch. And there's a mandibula condyl. There's also the coronoid process of the mandibula, which is right there. And that is underneath the zygosomatic bone. And then the sphenoid bone, the lateral view of the sphenoid bone is right through here. And the ethmoid would be beside it, would be within the optic canal here. And the lacrimal bone is this little depression that's inside right beside it, or inside the nasal bone. And that is also with the nasal lacrimal bone is that depression. Then the supraorbital foramen would be right about there. And then the infraorbital foramen would be on part of the maxilla bone. And the next one would be the superior orbital fissure, which would be in the eye, which is kind of probably hard to see, but it'll be up here. And then below that is the inferior orbital fissure. Then the vomer bone will be right here. And that will be kind of above the, and then the perpendicular plate of the ethmoid bone would be this line right in there. And then really doesn't show it on our skeleton, but there's the middle concha right here, and then underneath it is the inferior concha. And then the anterior nasal spine, which is this part right there. And then the external acoustic or auditorial meatus would be that right in there, a little hole right there. And then there's the glabella, which will be back here, part of the occipital bone, and then the greater and lesser sphenoid bone. Kind of hard to see from the bottom side, but this is the greater in that dense area of the parietal bone, and then this this wing is the lesser wing of that fissure, and then that connects into the superior orbital fissure. And then beside the superior orbital fissure will be the optic canal, which will also, it's not a picture, will be within there. And then the foramen or rotutum will be part of the greater wing of the sphenoid, and that would be this little dentist hole right in there. Then there's a foramen ovula, which would be close to it, which would be about beside it, about right there, and that connects through to the bottom of the skull. And then there's a foramen lacerum that also connects. It's about right there, and that connects to the bottom as well. And there's a foramen spinosum that is right in there. And then the keratoid canal, you cannot see from the top part, but that is right through here, right there. And then the jugular foramen would be right around there and there. Then I'm going to twist my little guy here. Then the palatine bone would be where my little screw is right here. And then the incisive fossa would be where the spring is. I can move it out of the way for you. But that would be about right there where the pencil is. And then the greater palatine foramen would be right there. Oh, I'm sorry. Right there. Right there. And then the foramen magnum would be the big hole down your skull. Then the mastoid process. I'll show you a lateral view of it. Would be right there. And then the styloid. This is also a lateral view. I'll also show you the other one right there. And then also right there. And then the stylomastoid foramen would be close by it, right there. And then also top of the skull is a crystal galli. That would be this center part right up there. And then the cribriform plate would be forming that. And then within that is the ephoid bone. Then the sella turcical will be right here, which is where your pituitary gland sits on. And then your internal auditory meatus, that will be on each side of the, don't have that hole either, but within the foramen magnum, will be on each side within there. And that is the 30 bones of the facial structure.